Hello and welcome to another update video. In this video I want to cover my top 10 favorite cryptos for 2022. It's a completely subjective list. A lot in terms of top 10 cryptos or so is always coming down to personal preference. So please don't be annoyed or offended if your favorite crypto might not be on the list. The chances are quite high it's probably not on the list. This is my top 10 list. I expect for these projects new all-time highs this year, which doesn't mean it definitely is going to happen. Could go completely the other way. Nobody's got a crystal ball, but I still think everything that I know in terms of my experience in the crypto market, what I can see in the charts and how I can see the sentiment changing for some of the cryptos, I think all of these that I have in the list are going to do really well in 2022, and I do expect new all-time highs for all of them this year as well. Before you just go into any of these projects, please always do your own research. You have to do your own research. This is not a suggestion to buy any of these cryptos. This is my personal list that I think of cryptos that I think is going to do really well. In my view, it's a balance of projects that come from different areas in the crypto market, and also that are solid projects that I believe will be here in the next few years as well, because some of the projects that were big a few years ago pretty much are nowhere at the moment. So I think all of these are going to do well, and it's a perfect balance in my view between potential profits that they can offer and security, because there are risky projects, there are less risky projects, and the projects that I cover here, they have a lot of partnerships that are emerging projects, some of them, some more than others, and I think they're going to be big, and that is my view. And of course there are many other projects that I also cover on this channel which haven't found their way into the list, and I know that, but I still cover them on this channel and I own them because I like them, but this is just the top 10 list, and I think it is helpful for everybody who watches my videos to know what I actually focus on in 2022. I go from 1 to 10, which doesn't mean that number 1 is my favorite one, right? It's just a random sequence here. And what we do, I won't talk a lot about the project itself, only briefly will mention it, otherwise the video will become too long. And then I go and take a very quick look at the chart. So we start with Loopring, which I really haven't covered a lot on this channel, or even not at all. Only I think in the member live streams I did mention it. It's a layer 2 solution for Ethereum that obviously aims to solve some of the problems on the Ethereum blockchain, but it's quite unique with its ZK rollups mechanism or protocol, and it's especially geared towards decentralized exchanges on Ethereum, and is going to or is already overcoming some of the problems on the Ethereum network, like for example high fees and slow speeds. So, and if you take a look at Loopring in detail, you will probably also see its potential. I find it quite special, quite unique, and I think it has done really well in 2021, and I think it's going to do really well in 2022. It's undergoing currently a massive correction. It's already come up to nearly $4. It's probably going to see the $1 level, I would say. Maybe even 62 cents. That would be quite a bit of a drop, but a very important support level coming up with a 200-day line here at $1.10. I'm going to go in very shortly. Currently can't see the downtrend slowing down, so I'm going to wait a little bit more, but I would expect in the next wave up, which would be probably the most bullish wave here, I do expect levels of at least $6.25 all the way up to $10. I think that would be an easy 10x from now, nearly 10x, that it could even do in 2022, and that is pretty much the minimum would be here $6.25. Now the next project is HarmonyOne, which I cover extensively on this channel. I started to talk about HarmonyOne when it was around 13 cents. Those were attractive prices. I think in the long run the current price for HarmonyOne is still attractive, but short term I think there will be a correction coming sooner or later. So I don't think, for me personally, it's not a good price to buy at the moment. What I like about HarmonyOne, that they actually work together with Ethereum to solve problems that Ethereum is facing. A lot of their competitors are not doing it. HarmonyOne is doing it, and it offers a lot of potential. And looking at the HarmonyOne chart very briefly, you probably know it if you watch my HarmonyOne videos. It is currently nearly at the all-time high. For me, a bit too risky to buy him now. It is just a personal decision. I would expect another retracement down before we can then see new all-time highs. Maybe we even see new all-time highs, but then a correction is going to come shortly before we then really can go to new highs of here around $1.50, I would even say, for HarmonyOne in 2022 would be possible. And maybe it surprises us all that maybe we see even a $2 HarmonyOne in 2022 would not be anything that would be too unrealistic in my view. That is about HarmonyOne. My next one is XRP Ripple. A lot of potential, I think, deeply or highly undervalued. I think it is thriving, that ecosystem, new partnerships, they are finding their way into cooperations with banks. You know, if you know who's behind Ripple XRP and who's actually invested, then you actually know that probably the XRP SEC court case can only end well for Ripple XRP, and to be honest, it's looking good for them. There might even be a settlement. Only 95% of cases with the SEC are actually ending in a settlement. And yeah, overall, that ecosystem is thriving. It's highly scalable, fast and cheap, and it's just an amazing project. And as soon as that court case is decided, which will be in 2022 in my view, then the price can just go to the moon. And yeah, with Ripple XRP, if we take a look at the chart, I think we have done also a massive correction already. The price hasn't really done well since its high here in April 21. So far, we are at an amazing price. I think it could drop a little bit more, but even at the moment, my personal view is that the price is highly attractive. And looking at the next wave up, I think we can certainly expect prices of possibly even up to $5 here, the 2.618 Fibonacci extension level. Now, the next one, of course, can't miss it. Cardano doing really well at the moment. One of the cryptocurrencies with the most development, yeah, on GitHub, the one with the most development in 2021, really big. Finally, we see Sunday Swap coming live, and I don't need to talk a lot about Cardano. I think it's doing really well, and it's going to do really well, and it's going to be here to stay. It's fairly unique with its scientific approach, and yeah, Cardano is currently undergoing the same pattern that it did back in July. So maybe we see the breakout from here, and looking at the next wave up. In the next bull run, I think prices of at least 450 are going to be achieved, possibly more realistic towards the 650 level and maybe even higher. Don't forget that if I talk about the next wave up for all of these cryptos, this is only the next wave, pretty much like what you saw here. Yeah. After that, you get another correction, then you see another wave up, yeah, because for most cryptos, it's currently the wave 1, then we are now in a wave 2, and the next one will be the wave 3, and then you see wave 4 and the wave 5 to the upside. So a lot of them are going to do really well. Then next one, VeChain. Can't miss VeChain, one of the most popular cryptos, I think, generally out there. The price doesn't reflect it at the moment, which is a great opportunity, I think. The price is really low. This project is so good that even China, who actually hate blockchains and crypto projects, are cooperating with VeChain, and I think it's going to transform the whole supply chain market. Yeah, it's fantastic, traceability, everything on blockchain. It's a great project, and looking at VeChain at the moment, I think personally the price is really attractive. It's around 7 cents at the moment. It has, in my view, bottomed out for now. Yes, there is more potential to potentially drop a little bit lower here, maybe even all the way down to the previous low, or even a little bit lower. We talked about that on this channel. It could even drop down to 3.5 cents as per the Fibonacci levels. But then in the next wave up, I would expect prices here for this project that could go all the way up to here 72 cents, and look at where we are now at around 7 cents. So if we take a look and assume it could even drop a little bit lower, maybe even to 3.5 cents, then you can talk about a 20x, which would be just amazing for VeChain. If you look at where the price was early in the year at nearly 30 cents, I mean, we are now at 7.5, and the project doesn't stop because of that. The project is still the same and it's growing. It's getting more and more popular, more and more partnerships, and it's going to be big. Now we're talking about one of the gaming market, yeah, Play-to-Earn or Metaverse, Sandbox, really good. A lot of partnerships. I think it's going to dominate at least a certain segment in the Metaverse market. A lot of partnerships, as you can see here, even Adidas, Snoop Dogg, Atari, you know, they're all going in, buying land in the Sandbox. and I think it's going to do really well. It's already quite, well, you could call it expensive, but long term I think it's really, really interesting. It has done really well this year towards the end of the year when there was the metaverse pump, currently undergoing a correction as well. On this channel I talked about taking profits up here at around $8. Everybody said we are never going to see the $4.50 level again. I did mention it back here that we're going to see these levels probably, and there we are. Currently holding support really well. I think it could drop even a FIB level lower to the 0.618 FIB level, especially as we dropped briefly here below the 0.5 before. But even at the moment, I think the price is very attractive, considering that in the next wave up, again, you know, I think there will be the next wave up coming, maybe after another drop, but then the next wave up could take us all the way up to here, you know, at least I would say $13.40, all the way up to $21. I think that is certainly not too unrealistic. All it needs is another catalyst and a few more partnerships maybe, and to be fair, at some point the whole game will go public anyway. So next one, AlchemyPay. AlchemyPay is one of the cryptos that I mentioned on this channel, especially in the live streams for channel members, that yeah, you heard about before. It was listed on Binance, which is fantastic. It's now listed on Binance, and it is a perfect solution to bridge fiat and crypto. Yeah, so I think this is going to be big, one with a lower market cap, but very exciting project as well. And I think it is one of the projects that not too many people know about yet. But I mean, they work together with Shopify, for example. And if you see all these blockchain partners here, then you know this is to be taken seriously. The price is highly attractive in my view at the moment as well. And so far, all the projects that I just talked about, I think have a very attractive price, even though there could be a little bit more of a correction as well. Basically, if Bitcoin drops once more, but the prices are already attractive considering what could be coming for this project next. And yeah, I think only HarmonyOne currently is a bit high compared to the other cryptos. So even here with AlchemyPay, again, you know, we're currently at around 5 cents. I think in the next wave up, you can get all the way up to 25 cents. So this is a very interesting project. It might have bottomed out for now, might drop a little bit more, but I think the downward potential is fairly limited for AlchemyPay. Next, Crypto.com. You could also really name any other major crypto exchange projects here. I like Crypto.com because, you know, the Super Bowl is coming. They have invested a lot in the marketing, and it has done really, really well in 2021. And the price, again, compared to where it was, is also very attractive. Now, of course, Binance would be another one, and KuCoin token as well. It doesn't really matter which one, but the thing is, as the crypto market grows, these exchange cryptos are going to do well as well, because they will profit from it. And I think such an exchange crypto, you know, I wouldn't want to miss it in my portfolio. You know, it could be any one of them. But now that we've dropped below this FIB level here, the 0.786, I think we could even come down once more to the 40 cent level, the 0.887 FIB level. But within this area, I would expect a turnaround. And then we can go all the way, in my view, in the next move up. We can probably break the $1 level, I would say, and then see levels of maybe $2 and maybe even higher. But it has already done a lot. But looking at a possible price drop to 40 cents, then you can talk about a nice profit in the next move up. And it all depends on how fast the crypto market is growing. And Crypto.com is going to grow as well as most other really, really solid exchanges. Crypto.com is a very good exchange. But again, then you've got KuCoin, you've got Binance. Not everybody likes Binance. So yeah, there are some alternatives. Also FTT token or FTX token. Now then, next one is Terra Luna. Really, really big, great tokenomics. Basically, whenever one of these stable coins is created, Terra Luna is going to be burned. So that is very, very interesting, good for the price of Terra Luna. And I think it's going to do really well in 2022. It's done 2021 as well, very well, but 2022 could even give it another boost. And if we take a look at the chart for Terra Luna, I think similar to for example, HarmonyOne, there might be another correction coming now, yeah, before it will go up, because it has done really, really well. And most other cryptos are undergoing a correction now. I think Terra Luna will then, maybe with a delay, enter a correction. But after that, you then will come to massive, to really, really attractive prices again after that. And again, the next major leg up can, I think, take us then to levels around $234. That would be the 2.618 extension. Again, some of these are just now crude numbers, but these fib levels definitely have a meaning here. And at some point you will enter a correction, so be aware of that. But overall, Terra Luna is an amazing project, and I think it's going to be here to stay. And yeah, the very last project I want to cover is the Nervous Network, which I've only covered, I think, so far on live streams. I think, again, it is one that not too many people know about, but offers a lot of potential as well. Just all about you know, connecting a lot of partnerships there, bridges, you know, and a lot of partners here that you can see. It's backed by venture capital firms, and it has a lot of potential. I did explain it all in the member live stream, but probably are going to do another video on the Nervous Network separately. And again, I think it has a lot of potential. Looking at the price for Nervous Network, and by the way, you can buy it on KuCoin, for example, we can see that it is currently back here in some sort of an uptrend, but it has also, from the high here at around 4.5 cents, bottomed out all the way down here to even below a cent. Now it's back above 2 cents, has found support at the $200 line, and it might have done its correction here, and now it's back in an uptrend. Yeah, so looking at the Nervous Network, I think in the next major move up, what you can see, because this time we came all the way up to 4.5 cents, the next one could really take the price, yeah, possibly all the way up to just above 10 cents. And bear in mind that is only the wave 3. And that were my top 10 cryptos, yeah, very quickly, but I didn't want to make the video too long. Not really about fundamentals. The fundamentals, of course, they are in the background. That is why I selected these projects. Two of them are a little bit critical in terms of buying price, Terra Luna and HarmonyOne at the moment, compared to the others, which are really, really attractive in terms of their price. Unfortunately, when a crypto is very low in price, many people just don't want to buy it. People are now interested in buying, for example, HarmonyOne, even though it's very close to its all-time high. Things just sometimes don't make sense. But in the case of these two, Terra Luna and HarmonyOne, I personally, that's only my personal decision, would wait until there is a correction, then buy into them. But all the other ones, in my view, are currently close to their low, yeah, and are going to turn around at some point. I mean, it seems like Nervous Network has already turned around. And again, you know, these are all very, very solid projects. There is no guarantee they are going to do well in 2022, but I highly believe so. They are some of the best projects in the whole crypto market, I think. And yeah, now you know my top 10 cryptos for 2022. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you really like the content, maybe you want to join as a channel member. To do that, you can find the link in the description, and also the link to my website as well if you want to join there, or you can join on YouTube, and there you can get access to Telegram live chat, a live stream per week, and Discord access as well. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.